Good evening, everyone, and welcome to a Simply Colorful FiberCast. Today's date is May 18th, 2018. My name is Lynn Marquidant, and I'm your host. And this is going to be the most unconventional sewing bee that we've had in a long time. So in advance, thank you for putting up with it. I hope you stay tuned and enjoy the show. So we are on to clue 6 of our Spring Fling Mystery Quilt that we're doing through the Simply Colorful program. And for anyone who tried to download the document version, the Word doc version, just know that I did just update it with the PDF. So you're all set there, and it has the paper piecing example on the back that you can make copies of. I have not yet done this one, so I don't even have anything to show you. It has been an unbelievable week, and as you can see, I'm at a remote location, yet to be named. No, I'm just kidding. I'm down here visiting my mom. You may recognize some things around us, like this quilt that we made on FiberCast a while back, or this quilt we made a while back. And I have lots of a variety of things to show you. But first, let's talk about the mystery. And I want everyone out there who's working on the mystery to get started on it, even though I'm not doing the sewing tonight. Okay? So, 6 weeks ago on the mystery, we started out with a theme fabric that we liked. I picked Tula Pinks, Tabby Road. I love the colors, even though, you know, they might feel a little strong to some people, might feel a little, I don't know, especially this chartreusey with the maroon just feels a little bit almost too bright, but I'm liking it. You know, why not venture outside of our comfort zone? And so what we did was, after we picked a focus fabric, we learned from the designers, right? They know what colors go together. So we went to the fabric store and we picked out some solids based on the colorway of, in this case, Tabby Road from Tula Pink. So with that, for the last 6 weeks, we have been making 3-inch by 3-inch blocks, and we've been putting them together. And I hope last week we actually made some grids. And you'll notice that some of them are different on the corners. And I am loving the guesses that are going on in our Facebook, Simply Colorful Facebook Mystery Quilt Along group. Please do join us. Oh, and for Carol out there, and for everyone out there, I wanted you to know that we did change it to a closed group. Doesn't really mean anything other than people can see who's in it, but they can't see our posts. So we can be inside that group and post and share. I think there are 500 of us. So why not make it that much more private? And I know Sewing Kathy, and I know many of you had expressed that you'd prefer that. So I figured, what the heck? I'm open if there's any strong feeling another way. And maybe I should have thrown it out to a vote, but it was easy to do, and I just clicked the button. And again, it's not private, it's closed. And if you go on Facebook, they'll tell you the difference. Basically, people can find our group and they can ask us to join, and we can let them in. But once they're in, when they post, only we'll see it. Okay, anyway, can you tell I'm excited about my block? I keep showing it off. So I've got those. And I did all of these. These are all done. Oh, you can't see them, can you? So I don't even know how many I have. I'm only making the baby quilt. But that's what we did last week. Let's see. Ooh, I even have clue 7 written. I almost showed it to you. No such luck. The reveal of the whole quilt will be next Friday, the Friday before Memorial Day weekend. So for anyone lucky enough to have the ability to sew over the long weekend, you can finish up the whole quilt. Many of you, I think, have guessed maybe where we're heading. But last week, just as a recap on clue 5, I had to make 8, 9, 10, 13 of these squares. So they're all done and they're ready to go in the quilt. This week, we're making 4 strips. And please send me email if anyone has any questions to lynn@simplycolorful.com, and I'll answer them. The easiest way to make these blocks for this week, and I know I don't have a good example, but what would be a good? It's a unit that is made out of 4 triangles, And it ultimately measures 3 inches by 3 inches finished. And there are 2 different kinds of that. Mostly it's your G fabric. For me, that's gray. So for me, I'm making mostly gray with C and D. So it's going to have triangles of C. I don't know if you can see that. And then triangles of D. Anyway, you also, out of your G fabric, again, in my case, it's the gray, you're also going to want to cut out several 3.5 inch by 3.5 inch squares, just the squares. And you're going to sew those in combination with the units together per the instructions on page 2. It looks kind of like a music sheet, doesn't it? But for the baby, it shows you how many of each size quilt and the layout to be. Okay, so, and you can probably guess what these stripes are for. Okay, so what else do I have going on here? Well, the biggest news is Josie. Come here. Come here. No. Come here. Come over here. Good girl. Come here. Come here. Oh, everyone. Say hi. Say hi, Mommy and Daddy. I'm dog sitting. So Stephen and Jean and Bridgie and Mary and Gracie. Where are they? Are they out there? They're going to come home soon. This is Josie. She's a love. And she's here with me. We thought since her family was traveling, we should travel too. And she's been such a good trooper. She just goes wherever you want her to go. And she's a little dog, right? And she doesn't yap that much. She doesn't bark that much. Huh. I wish you could talk to everyone. You're a good dog. Okay. I'm going to put you over there, and I'm going to keep talking to people, okay? Whoop. Yeah. Or you can sit right there. So I thought, in addition to introducing you to Josie and talking about the marathon quilt, not the marathon quilt, the mystery quilt, that I would also just show you random things of what I brought here. And it's really, it's a window into a psyche that's woohoo. I could not stand to be here without my projects. So I brought bags of things here, like, do you remember this that we started working on? You go over there, Josie. You go over there. Good dog. Yeah, you can lie right down. Yeah, keep us company. Okay. Remember our blocks here? I'm almost done. I have 2 more to do. 2 more to embroider. Did I just hear a ding? Is someone out there? Aw, KB. Hello, KB. I know, isn't he? She's so cute, huh? Oh, Josie, come here. She must know she's on TV. Hi. You're a good girl. I believe she's half Bichon and half Yorkie. And she's 5. And she's just really well behaved. She's a good girl. Okay, so I brought this because I have to finish this. Then, in other random news, I brought a quilt that I think I showed you last week that has to, I changed the binding on it. Remember it had a green binding? I put a gray binding on it. And I'm liking that much better. So I have to sew that on my modern quilt. That's yet another project. And again, I hope you're sewing away or just enjoying. This isn't going to be an hour-long show. It really, I've just been quite busy at work, and everything is all discombobulated, and quite frankly, it's amazing we got the technology to work tonight. So let me just put it that way. Oh, we can always have more of this. So in my quest to throw out one thing a day out of the house, I found this art box. Probably got it at Joann's with a coupon years ago. I've never used it, but look at this smorgasbord of fun color. And I thought I'd bring it down here and the nieces and nephews can play with it for this summer and do their fair projects. Uh-oh. The last thing I want is for all these to fall out. And donuts to dollars, those markers are going to be dry, but we'll figure that out this summer. So there's another random addition that I had to bring with me. Of course, I had to bring my design board just in case, right? Because who knows when I'm going to need it, and I would hate to be without it. My tools, it's very important. Tools are very important to our trade, right? Speaking of tools, I am in love with my newest tool, thanks to my sister. And you might have noticed that I did put a post or a link to this on the Simply Colorful website. So if you're at all interested, show us some love and click through that link. Remember we were talking about the Panasonic cordless iron? I can't believe I'm doing this. It wasn't just Julia Child standing in front of the toaster and pretending I'm her. Now I'm the Ronco man, the Ronco person. You can slice it, you can dice it, you can chop it all up. And what's more, no, I'm kidding. You gotta see this though. So it comes in this little thing. KB, thank you. Comes in this. And Joyce, you know, after last week, we were talking about it. Joyce so generously also sent me an email and said, I have one already. You can borrow it. So Joyce, thank you. I was going to, I really was, but now I don't have to. Let's see. And I like it. It gets hot enough. It definitely is freedom. In fact, that was my sister's post, I think, when she sent it to me, or the message was freedom forever, meaning freedom from cords. It goes in its charging station. At first I thought, how's it going to, it's going to get cool right away. But the fact is there's a battery in here that keeps it warm for a while. So I like it. Do I like it for a whole many tablecloths worth of ironing? No. But what iron do I like for that? I really want the press, one of those big press things that has a fancy name that Martha Stewart knows. But this for any piecing, and I'm going to, I was going to say I'm going to get a portable ironing mat, which I just might, because that's what Joyce uses. She brings her portable ironing mat, she brings this, and then she's just incredibly productive. And she's already equipped me with my in-home ironing board, which I love. So anytime I'm home, I'm all set. Now the final thing is maybe a portable little board, but I don't need that anytime soon. Clearly, I'm running out of space for my things. So that's a good tool. Again, show us some love on the Simply Colorful website. There's a link to Amazon where you can buy one of these. Okay. What other random things? So you've met Josie. Poor thing. She's exhausted. Her parents sent me a text from Pompeii. They had been to Pompeii. So this is Bob's brother and his wife and 3 kids. And they toured Pompeii. They're living the life, and they sent me a note and wanted to know how Josie was. So they're missing her, and she's missing them. Okay, one other project. Do you remember these? This is FiberCast after all. So we have to branch out to do more than quilting every once in a while. I'm making a braided seat pad. And I figured, why not just get this one done? I finished one, and it's been in the kitchen for 5 years. Why not make another? Of course, I can't remember what size. I think it was this bigger size. So anyway, that's another project I've got here to make sure that I don't run out. Then I thought, well, and especially it's going to rain this weekend where we are. So why not bring a couple of jelly rolls? Because you never know when you need a jelly roll project, right? I had 4 of them. I thought I was being very restrained by only bringing 2. I'm cracking myself up. Oh, do you remember these? So I've been hoarding these for a while from Joann Fabrics. When I have my 60% off coupon, I buy them in sets of 3, and they're the old-fashioned kitchen towels, which I just love, and I've already washed them. So I think I have enough for every day of the week. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3. And God bless you all for hanging in there. If you're still watching me, thank you. 3. Oh, these I must have ironed, or at least got them ready before, right after they came out of the dryer. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Up. I need another coupon. So I'm going to get more. So I have 7. And then I'm going to make those Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday embroidery things. And this is inspired by my sister KB, who every time I go to visit her, she has these beautiful heirloom towels all embroidered in her kitchen. It just looks amazing. So anyway, this, I could whip this up tomorrow morning, maybe. So those are they. Ooh, and that's got some blue on it. I wonder what that's from. I have more that I brought, and I'm only showing you some of the things. Josie and I came down last night. We came on the 6:30 boat. It was beautiful, although it's been rainy up here in the Northeast. So these are ready for another project. Oh, Mom, if you're out there, like over there, and she's like, I don't know, 40 yards away. Happy early birthday. We've ordered you this tent so that you can come to the beach. And who knows, we may borrow it so we can go to the beach and be covered from the sun. Doesn't that look fun? It's called Shade on Demand. It's a sunbuster shelter with privacy screen. So happy birthday, Mom. Let's see, what else have we got here? You don't even want to know what else is in there, but I'll show you, I promise. Oh, this is kind of a fun one. And then we're about, well, you know what? Before I show you this, I wonder what this is. Let's see if anyone is out there. Send me an email to lynn@simplycolorful.com, and I'll share it back to everyone to show people what you're working on. And then I'm probably going to wrap it up. Come on. Updated just now. Oh, Carol's out there. Oh, good. Today's progress, she says. Hi, Carol. She says, hi, Lynn and all FiberCasters. Hope everyone is well and busy sewing. She says, I've had a very productive day today. I've been making a number of garlic knot blocks. Ooh, and trying to use up some of my scraps. To my surprise, she says, I've had enough to make 2 baby quilts for my daughter's friends who are expecting this year. They have yet to be quilted. She says, tomorrow I shall be watching the royal wedding, so I won't be doing much sewing. Oh, me too. Oh, congratulations. I'm so glad you mentioned that. We're going to get up here early, too. I think coverage starts at 5 a.m. our time. Oh, so exciting, right? So, and this is Megan and Prince Harry. She says, I've attached a picture of the quilt tops. Sorry, not a great photo, as the light is not great at this time of day. I understand. You are so prolific. Last time I saw these were just a few blocks. She says, I had my first sew-along last week, and it seemed to go down really well. I'm sure it did. I'm sure it did. You're a natural. When we did our crowdcast, you're a natural. And I know I still have to go on and give you admin rights. So for everyone out there who would like to do some group sewing, through Patreon, just join Patreon, Simply Colorful Patreon. And slowly but surely, we're figuring it out. And Carol has graciously offered to help be an administrator / cheerleader / she'll start up, she can start up one of these group sews at any time. And I'm hoping several of you can, so that you can just go in there and use it as you'd like, and commune with other quilters when you want. Of course, that all sounds great in theory. The technology, it just continues to drive me crazy. And by Friday night, I'm pretty crazy out. So anyway, but did you know, speaking of ding, 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 what, is Siri listening to me? I'm coming to you through my phone, a hotspot on my phone. Ooh, there's Bob. Oh, but I have talked too much. This is what we want to see. Carol, those are great. I really like that pattern. I'm going to go look at what you posted. I can do that. And 2 baby quilts. Those are perfect, aren't they? I love it. Ooh, and I love, oh, that's right. Look at the stuffed animals in the background. So, Carol, you'll have to keep us posted on your continuing sew along. I think that's great. Sewing Cassie, hi. She says, you cracked me up. It's like a bottomless bag. It is. And just, you know what happens in the bottom of bags? The things get littler. There are still many things in here. So stay tuned. Did I see some? Oh, Carol! She's hand sewing tonight. She says, hi, Lynn and FiberCasters. I hope you've all had a good week. I've not done much sewing this week, and I'm still on with finishing off the quilts I quilted last week. I got the binding about half finished by hand. I've just booked to go to the Festival of Quilts at the NEC in August. So if any FiberCasters see me in my Simply Colorful t-shirt, please come and say hello, Carol in Yorkshire, England. We definitely will. Will you? Okay, the Festival of Quilts at the NEC in August. All right, I'm going to look that up. And if anyone wants a t-shirt, a purple one at that, go to patreon.com/simplycolorful. I love that, Carol. Looking good. Looking very good. I like how you have outlined those tumblers. Oh, I'm so glad you're all out there. Okay, so the bottomless bag. This one. I have several bags here. This one, oh, socks. That's not sewing related, unless your toes get cold when you're pushing down on the machine pedal. That can get cold and you need socks. Up. You can always use an extra extension cord. Like my mother, who's been living here for years, does not have extension cords. I had to bring my own. I tell you, this is a problem. I bet. I wonder how many pair of scissors I actually brought. You know it's more than one. Okay. Oh, this is classic. Because I never want to run out of thread. I better make sure that I have plenty. Of course, I'm there at home and I'm thinking, I need the color I need, right? So one is not enough. I needed all of these. And these colors are going to come in handy when I show you my last piece item that I brought with me. So green, blue, and yellow. There's a reason behind my madness. Okay. Oh, and then because I have a dog, I need a hairbrush for the dog. Oh, I didn't know she really loses her hair. Poor thing. She's such a good girl. And I could go on there. Here's some more thread and eye wipes for the dog. Because the tears ducts. Oh, and another leash. Oh, and a hairbrush because I have to brush my own hair. That's about it. That really is about it. Okay, so there's that one. Then this one we've about finished. There's nothing in there. You've seen all of this. Okay. I really do miss sewing, I have to tell you. This is all fun and dandy. I'm sitting here in my chair that's covered, and I really have, it's been quite a day. I'm missing my sewing. I wish I had my sewing machine, but I just couldn't set it up. I don't even know where the sewing machine is. Well, that's not true. That's not true. I have one sewing machine here. My mother has a sewing machine, of course, or two. I have a sewing machine that I brought here last summer. Then, of course, I had to bring one in case that one didn't work. It's not good, but I know you understand, or I hope you do. If you're this far into the video, I think we are like-minded. Okay, so I have one more project that I have never shown everyone, and it's not done, but I wanted to show you, and then I'm going to bid you farewell and a great weekend. Do you remember Tim Natar? And do you remember Jean Birchman? She organized for Timna to come to our club or our guild, and teach us how to make one of her map quilts. Ooh. And we had a nice cape map. But when you come to the vineyard your whole life, you don't know the cape as well. And so you go home and you decide to make, and this really is premature. I should have waited until I did at least some quilting of it, but I wanted to give you something new to look at tonight. Stay tuned. I'll keep working on this. The goal is to have it done for our fall quilt guild show at the Cultural Arts Alliance building. And Kathleen Dinsmore is doing a fabulous job, and I don't want to let her down. I need to give her a few new quilts. So I think that's about it. I think everyone can go home early. You have a break. You have a pass. Get out of jail free. Get out of school free. Enjoy your weekend. Thank you so much for being a patron, for supporting me, for being there for me, and for ultimately letting me close down shop early tonight and go sleep with my rent-a-dog. That's about it. Have a good weekend, everyone. Bye. I have my clicker right here. Say goodbye. Goodbye.